So we are doing ratio and proportion. Okay, please write the chapter name. See, why we do ratio and proportion, I'll clarify that first. We do ratio and proportion so that we can compare two things. Okay, that is the main reason. Second thing, when you take the ratios, now anything means, let's say 5 kg upon 8 kg. So what happens, as the number gets divided, same way the units also gets divided, right? And this obviously is what is the lowest term, correct? This obviously is what the lowest term. Okay, generally the fraction is a by b. Generally the fraction is a by b. So this a by b, what I was saying was, are of the same kind, means the units now, this, if this is in kg, this will also be in kg. Okay, it can't be of different units. Fine. This a is called as antecedent. What? Antecedent. You can note this. A is called as antecedent, and b is called as consequent. B is called as consequent. Please write this. B is called as consequent. Okay, antecedent and consequent. When I say 7 is to 8, this is not equals to 8 is to 7. Okay, means the reciprocal can't be equal. Okay, if you take, obviously, if let's say, write one note, if quantity increases or decreases, if quantity increases or decreases in the ratio a is to b, okay, then new quantity, if let's say if quantity increases by a is to b, okay, or decreases a is to b, then how you will calculate the new quantity? That is b into original quantity, okay, upon what? Upon a, like this. Please write this. Fine, done. Okay, next, write one more, put this as note number 1. Write second note, number 1, second note. A is greater than b, then it is called as greater inequality. What it is called? Greater inequality. Okay, anywhere this term can come. Okay, so be careful. Greater inequality. A is less than b, then it is called as less inequality. Fine. Right, next heading, types of ratios. First one, inverse ratio. If it is a by b, what is the inverse ratio? B by a. Please write. A by b is equals to b, will be b by a, inverse. Second, compounded ratio of a by b and c by d will be what? You have to multiply the numerator a by c into b by d. when I say duplicate ratio. Okay, so what if you have a by b, this becomes a square by b square, means you have to square it when I say duplicate. Okay, I hope you are managing the speed with what I am teaching. Okay, subduplicate ratio, if it is a by b, it becomes root of a by root of b. Triplicate ratio, what will be triplicate ratio of a by b? It becomes a cube by b cube. Triplicate means you have to take the cube. Understood? Next, subtriplicate. Tell me logically, what will be subtriplicate? A by b will be cube root of a by cube root of b. Very good. On cube root of b. Very good. Cube root of a upon cube root of b. Seventh, continued ratio. A, B, C is there. The continued ratio will be a by b is equals to b by c. Therefore, I can say b square is nothing but ac, or I can say b is equals to under root ac. You should remember this. It will be helpful for you, okay, while solving the sum. Commensurable ratio. Commensurable ratio means if the ratio is something like this, root of, let's say 64 by root of 49, then this can be written as 8 by 7. So this is commensurable ratio. This is commensurable ratio. When you can write it like this. Okay, it was in third form right now, root of something. Okay, but you can write it normal in the integer. Okay, two integers. If I say incommensurable, means which is not commensurable. Incommensurable ratio will be what? Which can't be further done anything. That is this. This can't be. You can't take the root right now. Done? Okay. Completed? Come to the ratios part in your book. Yes, come here. Come to the page number I think 1.5. Very easy chapter. You can easily manage. Okay. See, start. Inverse ratio of 11 is to 15. How much it is? Inverse ratio of 11 is to 15. 15 is to 11. Mark. 15 is to 11. Next. If the two ratios, two quantities, 3 is to 4, if the antecedent is 15, the consonant is, antecedent means numerator, 3 by 4. If I want to make this 15, I should multiply this with 5. So the rule is that this should also be multiplied by 5, okay, to keep the ratio same. Right now, if it is equivalent, then 4 5s are 20. So consequent will be 20. Easy. The ratio of the quantity is 5 by 7. If the consequent of its inverse ratio is 5, means what? What does this mean? The ratio of the quantities is 5 is to 7 right now. Correct? So the ratio is 5 is to 7. So inverse of this is what? 7 by 5. Correct now? Right? Okay. So now let's say if you take the inverse, correct? I don't know what they are saying. The ratio is 5:10. If the consequent of its inverse ratio is 5, consequent of the inverse, okay, is 5, that means here it will be 5 and here it will be x. Then what is the antecedent? Please understand this, very tricky question. You have to make the inverse, then you have to equate with, you have to find what will be the consequent if two ratios are. In short, what they are saying if I inverse this number 7/5, then what is the equivalent ratio where the consequent will be 5? If I want to make this 5, what I should have in the numerator? 7, no? Easy, done. Understood, nothing to worry. Please copy, keep on copying, okay? I'm going a bit fast, is it? No? Okay. Compounded ratio means what? Go on multiplying numerator. 2/3 into 9/4 into 5/6 into 8/10, correct? Right now? 2 ones are, 2 threes are, 3 ones are, 3s are, 9s are, 4 ones are, 2s are, correct? 5 2s are 10, 10. Answer is what? 1/1. Option is A. Easy? Chapter is very easy. Okay. Done. Next, duplicate of 3:4 is what? Duplicate of 3:4. Duplicate means what? Square. 9/16. Easy. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. 9/16. Subduplicate means what? Square root. 25 square root is what? 5. 36 square root is what? 6. So 5 is to 6. 5/6. Easy? Understood? It's very easy chapter. Okay. Triplicate means what? You have to cube. 2 raised to 3 is 8. 3 raised to cube is 27. So 8/27. A is the answer. Easy now? Yes or no? Okay. Fine. I have left in between some questions. Okay. So what you can do is 10th one is, I'm going to 10th one. The ratio compounded of 4/9 and duplicate of 3 compounded of 4/9. Correct? And duplicate of 3:4. Duplicate ratio of 3:4 is what? 9/16. Correct? And triplicate of 2:3. Triplicate will be what? 2:3 means 8/27. Correct? Not triplicate ratio. And 9:7 is. And 9:7 is. Means you have to compound all these ratios. Compound what? This is normal ratio 4/9. No need to do anything with this. Duplicate this, triplicate this, and take this 9/7. And what? Compound. Compound means what? Multiply. 4 into 9, 4/9, 19/16 into 8/27 into 9/20, 9/7. Correct? So you have to understand their language. Okay? 4 ones are, 4s are, 4 ones are, 2s are. Okay, something. So can I cancel it out or no? 3 3s are, 3 9s are, na? 3 9s are. Is there anything else which I can cancel? Oh, I have made some mistake. 3 and 9. 3 ones are, 3 3s are. So I think in the numerator 2 is there and in the 7 3s are 21 is there. Okay, so answer is what? 2:21. Easy now? Understood? Copy this. Is the screen clear? Please copy. Next question. Do you have any doubt? After 10, any doubt? 12th one. After 11, 12th one. Acha, D, 18/25. Was able to make it, everyone? How we will solve this? Do you want me to solve this? No, na? A is equals to what? Whenever you get something like that, you can take A is equals to 3k and B is equals to 4k. Just substitute and you will get the answer. Yes or no? Right now? Okay. 13th question, any problem? Check or do it. 13, 14, 15. Please complete this 13, 14, 15. If you have doubt, please let me know. You want me to solve 13th one? Okay. 13th one, two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. If 4 is subtracted from each, they become the ratio 3:5. 2:3 when you cancel out the things, na? It is what? It is so What you say? It is the ratio. The number are what? Something might have been common, therefore you got the ratio 2:3. Therefore number will be what? 2x and 3x. When you take the ratio, this x gets cancelled. 2 it is 2:3, right? Now I hope you are understanding. So these numbers are what? 2x and 3x. If 4 is subtracted from it, minus 4, minus 4. If you take the ratio of this will be what? They are in the 3/5. Understood? So this is the number. You can't directly minus 2 minus 4, you can't do. You want that number. From that number it is subtracted 4. Correct now? 4 is subtracted from the number. So x means 2x. 2x minus 4. 2x is the number. Minus 4. 3x minus 4. You have to solve this. Easy. Solve this. 5 2s are 10x minus 20. 3 3s are 9x. Cross multiplication. 3 4s are minus 12. Right? So this will come this side. This will go that side. So x is equals to 20 minus 12 is 8. Is it there in the option? What they are saying? The numbers are, yeah, this is the common multiple, na? 8. The number is 2x. 2x means what? 2 into 8 is 16. And 3x is equals to 3 into 8. That is 24. So 16 and 24. A is the option. Easy? Are you understanding? Easy, no? Right. See the 14th one? Copy this. This I am not doing. The next one, 14th one. Okay. 2:7:11 means what? Angles are what? 2x, 7x and 11x. When you add, you will get 180. Correct now? You can solve. You can solve it easily. The division of 324 between x and y in the ratio 11:7 would get x and y would get rupees. How we will calculate division? 324 into 11 by 18. This is how we make the division now. How I got 18? 11 plus 7 and 324 into 7 by 18. So you have to just cancel it out. Okay. Check what the answer is. See 324 divided by 18, how much it is? 324 divided by 18. I think it's square. So this is 18 ones are 18s are 18 into 11. Okay. 18 11s will be what? 198. And 1s are 18s are 18 7s how much? 7 18s are 56. Carry up 2. 56 5. 7 plus 5 12. 198 and 126. Option is what? 198 and it's not there. 198 and 198 is correct, na? Did I make any mistake? None of this. 198, none of this, none of this. Check the answer back whether it is none of this, please. Done. Completed. Okay, let's stop here. Listen.